My name is Jessica Reed, and until last year, I thought I was living the kind of life people post about on Instagram pictures of a happy marriage, Sunday brunches, and vacations that made our friends jealous. But the truth is, the camera lies, and so did everyone I loved. I grew up in Austin, Texas, with my younger sister, Olivia. We were inseparable as kids, matching Halloween costumes, same summer camps, finishing each other's sentences. My mom used to say, "You girls will always have each other, no matter what men come or go." I believed that. When I met Ethan, I was 25 and fresh out of grad school. He had that confident smile, that easy laugh that made people trust him instantly. Olivia adored him too. She used to joke, "If you ever dump him, Jess, I'm stealing him." We laughed. I should have known that wasn't a joke. For the first few years, everything was perfect. Ethan and I bought a little house near Lake Travis, painted the kitchen yellow because I wanted sunshine mornings, and adopted a golden retriever named Cooper. Olivia was around all the time. She'd come over for dinner, for drinks, for no reason at all. She said our house felt like home. Looking back, I realize how many times she stayed late after I went to bed, how many secret looks passed between them when they thought I wasn't paying attention. The first crack appeared one night when Ethan came home smelling of Olivia's perfume, something floral and sharp. I knew it because I'd bought it for her birthday. When I asked, he said, "Oh, I stopped by her place to drop off some files. She hugged me, that's all." I wanted to believe him. Love makes you blind and stupid. A few months later, I found a text on his phone. Just one line. "She can't know. Not yet." It was from Olivia. I confronted him again, but he flipped it, saying I was paranoid, that my insecurities were pushing him away. So I let it go. Again. Then came the pregnancy. When I found out I was expecting, I cried from happiness. Ethan cried too. He said, "This baby will bring us closer." Olivia was the first to show up with flowers and baby clothes. She hugged me, whispered, "You deserve everything good, Jess." 9 months later, my son Noah was born. Ethan posted a picture of us in the hospital, me holding Noah, him kissing my forehead. It looked perfect. But perfect is just another word for fake. Noah had bright green eyes. Neither Ethan nor I have green eyes. My doctor mentioned it casually, genetics being unpredictable and all, but something inside me, some instinct I couldn't silence, started whispering doubts. A few months after Noah's birth, Olivia started pulling away. She said work was stressful. Ethan said she needed space. But I noticed he'd start disappearing for hours on errands. Cooper would bark at him when he came home late, as if even the dog knew something was wrong. The real break came one rainy Thursday night. Ethan was in the shower and his phone buzzed on the counter. The message preview said, "Oh, I miss you. I wish things were different." I opened it. The thread went back months. Photos, words that made my hands shake. "Last night was perfect. You're mine. I can't live like this anymore." I confronted him right there, dripping wet from the shower. He didn't deny it. He just stood there, water sliding down his face, saying, "It just happened. We didn't mean to hurt you." Didn't mean to hurt me? They built their love on my bones. I threw him out that night. Olivia refused to answer my calls. My parents begged me to calm down, said it must be a misunderstanding. So I decided to find the truth in a way no one could argue with: science. I ordered a DNA test for Noah. I told Ethan it was for fun, to see his ancestry. He laughed and said sure. 2 weeks later, when the results came, I sat on the kitchen floor, staring at my phone screen, unable to breathe. Ethan was not Noah's biological father. I thought that was the twist, the end of the betrayal. But the report had another name linked as a possible match. Aunt, biological relative, Olivia Reed. I realized what it meant. My sister's DNA matched Noah's in a way that shouldn't have been possible unless she was his biological mother. I froze. I checked again. Same result. My mind went blank, then filled with one horrifying thought. They had not only betrayed me emotionally, they had stolen something from me. The truth came out in fragments. Olivia admitted she had been seeing Ethan for over 2 years. She got pregnant, panicked, and pretended to miscarry. Ethan, terrified, convinced her to let me raise the baby as mine, saying it would fix everything. They had planned it. The doctor who handled my fertility treatments had helped them cover it up. I remember screaming so hard my throat bled. The media would have called it a scandal. I just called it hell. I pressed charges, but Olivia disappeared before she could be served. Ethan tried to apologize, saying he wanted to make things right. But how do you make right something so wrong? He left town soon after. For months, I couldn't look at Noah without breaking inside. But then one day, he called me mommy, and it hit me. Biology doesn't define love. I raised him. I held him through fevers and first steps. He was mine in every way that mattered. I sold the house, moved to Denver, started therapy, and built a life out of ashes. Sometimes, late at night, I still hear Olivia's laugh echoing in my head. I still wonder if Ethan ever thinks about what he destroyed. A year later, I got a letter with no return address. Inside was a photo, Olivia holding a newborn girl. On the back, one line, "She'll never know about you." My hands trembled, but I didn't cry. Not this time. I burned the photo and let the ashes scatter outside my window. Because I've learned something. Closure isn't something you find. It's something you create. Now, whenever people ask about my story, I tell them this. Sometimes, betrayal doesn't come from strangers. It comes from the people who once finished your sentences. And the DNA test? It doesn't just tell you who you're related to. It tells you who you can never trust again. I'm Jessica Reed, and this is how I lost my sister, my husband, and almost myself. But I also found the one truth that keeps me alive. Family isn't written in blood, it's written in love.